My name's Kam Sandhu. I'm one of the organisers of the Real Media project, and we've kind of put together this gathering today to push out the message about alternative media and the project that we're doing, which is aiming to provide an independent news source completely away from mainstream media, away from corporate and vested interests, which interrupts the kind of information that's going out to the public.
What sort of workshops and things are going on here?
So we've got workshops which deal with lots of different problems with the media, so everything from racism and sexism to problems with overseas reporting, war reporting, as well as like training the journalists who want to know how to avoid conspiracies, as well as understand how they can access mainstream media and get their subjects out there. And it's basically just to start the seeds of thinking about what could be achieved and thinking about the problems with the media. And it's something that really does need to be discussed, because this is the kind of people base their perceptions about a society based on mainstream media, and there are huge holes in it which are causing lots of things, from discrimination to people finding it difficult to get on in society.
So what are the practical solutions that we're being taught here today? What sort of things are people saying, practical solutions to break away from that and to get something better?
I think there are already solutions happening. I think that's where Real Media comes in, is the fact that there are already people who are filling the gap that mainstream media is missing. And that's why we've got so many independent bloggers who are doing so well. For example, Script Tonight, who gets millions of hits a year because she puts out something more truthful. There's integrity, people trust her, they follow her, and that's something that works. That's what people want again. There's so much distrust in the mainstream media, and people are looking elsewhere already. That's already happening, and people are already filling that gap. For Real Media, we're just providing a one-stop platform where we can find all those bits of news, because sometimes it's hard to get to know where 7 different blogs are on 7 different subjects that you want to know about. People are already making the solutions basically, and we're just kind of trying to bring that together into one place.
This is one big conference to bring people together.
Yeah.
What are the next steps for Real Media?
After this, we've got a anti-Daily Mail week coming up from the 13th to the 20th of March, and that's going to see some street actions. I don't want to give away too much, and also some kind of online mischief and parodying, and something that everyone can join in on. And it's really important for us to do it at this time, because it's coming up to election time. It's coming up to the time when the Daily Mail and other billionaire-owned press are going to up the ante on the kind of divide and rule propaganda, the thing that they want to kind of control the election and what issues we talk about. But people don't necessarily want to talk about what they want us to talk about. We want to talk about the problems with the wealth gap. We want to talk about the problems with how much tax evasion there is, and they're going to try and block that out and tell us that we want to talk about immigration or welfare. But that's not the case. Look, the High Pay Centre last year did a study, and they said that more people wanted to talk about cutting the gap between rich and poor than immigration. Where do you see that in the mainstream media? And there's a reason that they don't show that. It's because they're protecting their own interests, but the public are ahead of it, and that's something that's really positive, and something that hopefully Real Media can satisfy the needs of that information.
So with the general election coming up, you mentioned already the problems. They're trying to distract from what the message should be. Yeah,
election season is in full swing. I think it was a few months ago, you have papers telling you that the election is going to be won on immigration, so they up the ante on immigration. That's already happening. Who's telling you that the election is going to be won on immigration? Though that's the same papers that are protecting their own interests. So people need to, I think also people need to gain a bit more confidence about, I think they already have it, but also remember that their issues are important. So the things that you're facing, so stuff like employment, pay, access to services, the NHS is a huge, huge thing, and that the mainstream media's silence on privatisation and things like that is allowing it to go through. That's disgusting. We're losing one of the greatest things that our society has ever achieved. And those sorts of things that are going to affect us, are the things that we should be talking about, and Real Media is a place to find those.
And it can't all be doom and gloom. We must have something good. We must have some positive stuff to talk about.
Yeah. There's loads of positive things to talk about. As the second part of kind of Real Media is showing all the campaign groups that are out there being the change that we all want to see, and we can all take some strength from that. There are loads of amazing groups doing really great work. Lots of the speakers here today, the things that they're talking about, they're already involved in actions, and you can find out about them. And yeah, that's something that should be out there, more good news.